Hello everyone, my name is Harley Pinto. I'd like to send out a huge thank you to everyone who took part in our first Unitarian Community Drawdown Eco Challenge. Over the past 6 weeks, we have accomplished amazing things together. As an organization, we reached second place overall in the nationwide Drawdown Eco Challenge, with a stunning total of 31,312 points, earned by 167 participants across 22 teams. Additionally, we have saved 2,000 gallons of water, 6,000 pounds of carbon dioxide, spent 6,000 minutes exercising, eaten 100 locally sourced meals, 100 zero-waste meals, and diverted 300 plastic containers from ending up in landfills. That's amazing! Before I initiated this project, I felt like I was facing the threat of climate change alone. This made me feel discouraged and powerless to make a difference. But today, looking at the impact we have made in only 6 weeks has empowered me to have hope. Hope for the sustainable future that we can create when we work together. I'd like to return to a quote from Ronald J. Sider, one that we took inspiration from at the very beginning of this Eco Challenge. He says that no one can do everything, but everyone can do something, and together we can change the world. Through our collective impact, we have demonstrated the truth to these words. Though our Eco Challenge concludes today, the change that we started doesn't have to stop here. The UUEcoChallenge2020 website and our Drawdown Eco Challenge page will stay up and running for anyone who wants to join in or continue to strengthen the impact we have made. But for today, let us celebrate our success by hearing directly from our fellow participants and what we have empowered each other to accomplish. Thanks so much to everyone who contributed.
I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and I took action by composting again. I've composted in the past, off and on before, but I needed this challenge to really get a kick in the pants and get started again. So thanks for that, Harley.
I took part in the UUEcoChallenge 2020, and it has renewed my resolve to save energy.
Hi, I took the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and I learned that eating less meat and more vegetables can make a big impact on my health and also the health of the planet.
Since taking part in the Eco Challenge 2020 at the Unitarian Universalist Church, I was inspired to increase my vegetable gardening. Got lots of lettuce and kale, some Swiss chard, there's radishes, beets.
I took on the Eco Challenge 2020 and learned that although I, quote, compost all of our food scraps, leaves, plant clippings, and small twigs, I do not follow through on all the necessary steps. I have not been combining those materials in the proper ratio, turning the compost pile frequently enough, nor consistently adding moisture to the mixture. Now I will follow the guidelines closely in order to create the most nutrient-rich soil possible for our lawn and gardens.
I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and I learned that I can help protect the environment by changing my diet and making more informed choices about the food that I eat.
I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and I built a compost bin big enough for several families to share.
I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and I learned that solar panels are more modular and create more job opportunities than coal plants.
I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and learned that rooftop solar is not only good philosophy, it's a good investment.
I took part in the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and I learned a lot about tidal power.
Okay, so if you want to get around, you got a few choices. One thing is you can push your gas guzzler until you come to a downhill. That makes it a lot easier.
Or you can drive a hybrid or an all-electric car.
I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020 and I took action by buying eco-friendly laundry detergent strips. They're biodegradable and are better for the environment because they use no plastic jugs, dyes, and phosphates.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Simon, and I'm a part of Troop 1239 in Claridge, PA. I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020, and I learned that there are many ways to create electricity, some of which include geothermal, tidal, and wave energy.
Hi, my name is Kylie Tabor, and I'm Senior Patrol Leader of Troop 1239 out of Claridge, PA. I took on the UUEcoChallenge, and I learned that no matter how big or small your impact is, it still helps.
I took the UUEcoChallenge 2020, and one of the things I learned about was different ways of harnessing energy from the tides and waves.
You know, I took on the UUEcoChallenge 2020, but really didn't know what to expect. I wound up having a great time with it, learning a lot. And a couple of my favorite things were learning about Kiva and actually participating in the microfinance as a microfinance lender. And I'll be watching this young lady in South America build her business, which would be a lot of fun.
I took on the UUEcoChallenge, and now I will stop buying sparkling water in returnable bottles and make my own.
The most important thing I learned from the Eco Challenge was that there's always more that I can be learning,